Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I thought I would walk you through how I make some of these little paperclip bookmarks. They're really easy to make and very handy for the books. Let me see if I can find a book really fast. One moment. Here we go. So you can see they just kind of slip right on. And there you go. So you can do these in tons of different styles, tons of different ways. I'm just gonna walk you through the basic making of just the, bookmark itself, and then we'll decorate a few of them. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so these, like I said, are super easy to make, and they're really customizable. So I'm gonna walk you through really quickly how I just make this. You only need a couple of things, a piece of paper, and then this is a personal preference. You do not have to use these, but I like these because they make it really slick and easy to slide onto book pages, which might be a little thinner. So what this is it's the back of sticker paper. So I have a piece of sticker paper here. So when you go to peel this off, you get this really shiny inside, and that's really smooth. It makes it super easy to be able to put onto the book pages. So you need those two, and then this, like I said, can be any kind of paper. I just like using that one with the slidey bit because it makes it easier. And a paper clip. I also have a corner rounder. You don't need this. You could just use scissors, but I like to use it because it makes it a lot more easy. I've got a hole punch for making the little hole to put your tassel through if you want to add a tassel, also optional. And then on this one, you'll see I did add a dried flower. What I used for that was just my hole punch, and then this is actually just clear packing tape that I attached to a piece of paper with the flower in between. And then some kind of glue. I really like using the 3-in-1 for this. It's got a really strong hold and it dries pretty quickly. So yeah, let me just get to doing this really quick and I'll show you how these are done. One quick note again, alternatively, you don't have to bend this all the way over and make it even. If you like one side to be a little bit longer than the other, you can. The only thing you need to keep in mind is that when you glue this piece of paper in and glue these paper clip in, you want to make sure that there's enough room for that. So sometimes I like doing the staggered looks. I will do one of those today as well. But yeah, just a quick note on that. And then with this paper, you want to make sure that on the inside is where the shiny slick side goes. So you put the paper clip on the side that is just more like regular paper. The shiny side will get a little slippery if you're not careful about it. So just make sure that you're keeping that in mind. Okay, so when you're gluing this down, you do want to make sure that you're getting it a good distance below that hole right there. And you just want to glue all the way around the metal here. My glue is exploding. It's been doing that for a while. But you're just gonna get a nice even little coat all the way around here. It doesn't have to go exactly to the edges. With this method, you do not need to worry about if the short side or the long side of the paper clip is where, because it's covered everywhere on both sides. So I just like to do it about right there, just so you got a little bit of space in between there. Make sure no glue's coming out the sides. We don't want that. Okay, so this is the basic base for it. What I usually like to do is just for like 2 or 3 minutes, I'll just take my book and lay it on top of it. And that way it really presses down and makes sure it adheres. If you're worried you got some glue on the sides, you can just open this and peek really fast, make sure that nothing is holding the inside paper together anywhere. If I can get this open, having issues. There we go. So that's good. Nothing's spewing out. So we'll just let that rest for a second. And then when that's done, I'll be right back with you. Actually, now that I think about it, while that's happening, why don't I go ahead and show you how I do this? So where's my paper? Here it is. So that's folded in half. I've got glue on my fingers, of course. So if you're not wanting to do the whole thing, like I said, you just basically want to, and you can even trim this down because the paper clip itself doesn't take up that much space. Let's put the longer side on here so you can see. The only thing you want to keep in mind is you do want to make sure there's at least a little bit underneath here to attach, or else you might be getting it caught on other things. So I actually will just snip off about there, just to give myself a little more room, little more wiggle room to work with. And then you want to remember that you're going to want the hole in there. So I don't know how well you can see that, but that looks pretty good to me. So we'll just do it about right here. I have found that it is better to use a pretty thick cardstock with these, not like too thick. You just want to make sure that it's not going to be easily breaking or anything. So like some of the what would you call them, the words are failing me at the moment. Right, the thinner like craft papers and stuff, you don't want to use those. Sorry, my brain just completely shut off for a second. I'm sure some of you know how that feels. So, oh, that's right. With this one, if you're going to use the corner rounder, you do want to do that before you glue it in place, because it is a little difficult to do after the fact. So one more, I think I will show you how I do one of the ones with the little holes like this. You can put anything in there. You can make them shakers, you can do pressed flowers, you can just make it a hole so you can see the words through. Endless options, endless. Wrong side. Don't do it on, you could do it on that side, but then you won't have your tassel. There won't be enough room left for it, and your paper clip will end up all the way the heck down there. So make sure you're doing it on the open side. Don't be a crazy person like me. So this one, you can see I went through both. And in this one, I just went through the front section, so the back section is completely whole. Yeah, so this is the basic construction. Very, very easy, like I said. And then all that's left to do is to decorate them. You can do that with anything. That you can do it with distress inks, you can do it with watercolors, you can do it with stickers. Stamps, you can just draw and doodle on them, however you want to do that. One thing I am going to do, and this is important, if you want to use, I don't know if you can see it on this one or not, but this is embellished. So I just put that through one of my embossing folders. And you want to do that before you attach the paper clip in here. If you try to do it after you attach the paper clip, it's not going to fit through your die cut machine. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm just going to pick a random pattern and get started. Okay, so there's that. I think what I'll do for this one is I'll actually just leave this whole blank. Let me show you what that'll do. This is just kind of a fun little thing. So you can see the page underneath it. That's totally up to you. Oops. That'll actually be sitting up more like that. So this is totally up to you. Like I said, you do whatever you want to with it. I like the idea of keeping this one a little blank, so we will do that. Okay, so you saw how I did a few of these backgrounds. So we have the embossed and distress ink. This is just white gesso with a stencil. And then this one I used the mica stains from Tim Holtz. So basically all that's left to do is to decorate them. So I thought I'd move you a little closer for that so you can hopefully see a little bit better what I'm doing. But yeah, let's just get right into it. right, here we are. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you liked this video. If you did like it, there are literally tons of videos out there about hidden paper clips. I definitely encourage you to go check them out. Some people have some really, really fun, interesting and unique ideas. I really wanted to do something that was very, very simple, very easy, but also very customizable. I did want to mention, now that I'm thinking about it, this one here actually has a little belly band. If I can, there we go. So you can put little notes or something in there if you're somebody who likes to take notes on the books that you're reading. You could also add pockets to this. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Let me know in a comment down below which of these kinds of styles you like the most. For me personally, if I was going to use one of these, I'd probably use this one. I'm very big on neutrals and simple kind of style and stuff like that. I did have a few days where I sat down in front of the TV at the end of the night and just created a whole bunch of hidden paper clips. These all still are waiting to be decorated, but yeah, you can see I kind of went a little wild with it. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching. Please do give me a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!